What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to my random thoughts. And today, somebody has to say this ish. Apart from that, my name is Anita Fabiola, and you know what time it is. Let's get it. Okay, so much has happened in this week. I don't even know where to start. What happened in Chireka? First of all, I'd like to take this time out to tell the police of Uganda, Mwakachimanya. Like seriously, Mwakachimanya. I have known about orgy parties for years in this here country. I know. Bukenya yali akola ngaziriwa. Mahogany. Ngezo tebazidala, sangote baba siba. I mean, there's been sex parties going on in this country for time immemorial. House parties have become house parties. Now this, I am telling you, is like I said last time, these are the beautiful demo COVID. Abantu beboye. Abantu tebakyalina byakola. Amabala mwagagala. Basazeewo kabaseguke. Mubaleke. And then, I saw that they gave each of them, what, 7 years? 7 years for me using my body the way I want to. 7 years. Everybody has their take on the Chireka situation. I watched the videos and they are so explicit. But let us not act. Let's not act like this is the worst thing that has ever happened. Come on. Anyway, I think Lokodo Yasanyuse, finally someone is in his docket, though he's not saying anything. Did you say anything? Lokodo Wagwan. If it was Nyege, if it was Nyege, Lokodo would be all up in this business. But now he's like, And why do I feel like the Chireka thing was like a distraction? Like they publicized it a lot to distract us from something else that was going on. Come on now. Like at this point, that story was very inconsistent. Some of them said, Musimanya Baba Debaze Kolacho. No, to Baba Sanganga Balimu mask in the underpad. I cannot. But let's move from that situation and let's go into a much more during the course of the week. When they went to Kamocha at the NUP offices and all of that. I think it was Wednesday, one of them days. So you all saw what happened. They went to the NUP offices, they paraded so many things. There were red t-shirts, there were yellow t-shirts, there were berets, and then there were billboards and photos of Chagulani. They a full-on raid. When I say full-on raid, not a regular raid. Full-on as in, bidiabi moto kabienda bagambe ebipye bya bulu. Ebikuba tear gas. Byaliwo, zituraka, zaliwo, abakuba emigo, baliwo, abavuma, baliwo. I was watching this ish like, 2021, what's good? I need to understand. And then Enanga, as always, came out and gave a statement as to why they had carried out that raid. I have questions, Enanga. I do have questions. But mama zo kuchimebya nupu. Mwageze ne mujjako bucha mani byalina. Catherine kusasida naye mwamujjako uniform. Banji, should we count them? Should we count them? Why are you so desperate as a nation? Okulemesa omuntu omu. You look like fools. It's the honest truth. This is just blatant. It's blatantly coming out. Like, it was such a joke. It was such a joke. And he stood up there with a straight face on him. And he's like, yes, we had to go and take away military stuff. I'm like, okay. I'm in agreement to that, you know. I respect the army. I respect anybody that wears the uniform because I know they had my country at heart. But the hypocrisy of it all is what bothers me. Nemugena nemuraiding for just because of echifanani. Echiseka bagenze ne bajaye bifanani bya Bobby Wine every ku street, and then Enanga again comes out and is like, yes, there are designated areas where these photos need to be. I'm like, Negro, have you walked the streets of my country? It's election season. Everybody is entitled to wanting to hoist their colors. Why is it so wrong for another color to hoist theirs and the other color not to? Why? It's election. There are like about 7 different posters of 7 different people, and it's not a designation. It's not a place that they have designated and said, oh, this is where you can put a poster. Like, that shit is just so wrong. It's just so wrong. I keep telling you people, I am non-partisan. I am non-partisan. I do not give 2 bits about which political party is ruling and all of that crap. But as the days keep on rolling by, I'm about to switch sides. And it doesn't mean I'm going to Red People Power. It doesn't mean I'm going to FDC. It doesn't mean I'm going to NRM. I'm just, can we all just take a minute before all this bullshit, you know? Before all of this, can we first be humans? Chibarema, Uganda police, this one is for you. Before all the power you have, can we all just be humans? And what is interesting is that you keep doing these things, but in more ways than the other, muli kuyamba people power. Mubayamba. Because every time you come and do all these unnecessary raids, it gives the people more hope that they have irked you. Now I'm asking my president, whoever is giving you these strategies, takwagaliza. If you want to stay in power, Mr. President, whoever is giving you these strategies is actually throwing you to the dogs. Because every time we watch unfair injustices like this, it makes us really look at the ruling party and go like, what's happening? You keep on raiding him. The more you raid him, it's like you're doing campaigns for him. You're making him more popular, and it's a good thing. Because for me, I do not stand for the person. It's a sirimuntu wa Bobi Wine ngo omuntu, no. Sirimuntu wa people power nga abantu, no. But what I am is people. And what I love about Noob is the chant, the slogan. It's the people's power. That's what I believe in. It's the people's power. Now, when you people keep outrightly, mumudusiza buli wamu ebivulumu abiremesa kino mwakola kiri mu raidings wano mubagoberedde mubasibye. The more you keep doing this, or you're campaigning for him now. Abi, you're campaigning. You may not even see it, but you are heavily campaigning. And then after that whole saga, Bobi Wine comes out and he posts a video. He's like, yo, there's a drone. It keeps hovering. I know what that feels like. I had this neighbor who was just obsessed with me. I had to leave the house because of it. I'll just be chilling in my compound and you'd see a drone hovering. That's just, you know, it's creepy. And as usual, Enanga came. Oh, Jesus is the Lord. Enanga came and he's like, well, Oba Munyenye. But that wasn't even the Munyenye party siye yanyiza. He was like, Simanyo ba Mr. Chagulanya atera nnyo okusituka ekiro n'agenda n'afulumako ebweru. Are you dense? It's his home. You can get out of your bed at 2 a.m. and go chill out in your compound. You can get out of your bed at 4 a.m. and chill out in your compound. Is there anything wrong with that? Have we lost that right too? He goes on, he's like, sitera kumanya oba bwatyo bwatera okukola ebintu bye. And then he goes like, Munyenye Enanga. Patrick Mukasa's reaction to that story is what all of us Ugandans felt like. He didn't say much. He was just like, hey. Like, Enanga olinakuluma ogenda kulimba nnyo obwatukoseke. And it's sad, because I believe these are good men. I believe the likes of Enanga, I believe most of the people in police are actually good men. But they are using you as pawns in a game. And at the end of the day, mbakomezawo ka statementi kangaka. There were governments before this. There are going to be other governments after this. So for you who is pledging your allegiance to make us Ugandans look this stupid, kajukire. They come and they go. That is politics. Now, I wonder what... I sit at home and I wonder, like, when Enanga goes home, does he also have a moment where he goes like, does he? Or does he believe the lies even much more? Anyway, like I said, these are my random thoughts. I'm just thinking out randomly. Ekisinga okunuma bw'ogenda ku Facebook oba Twitter, they have hashtags for everything. Right now there's the hashtag about SARS in Nigeria. It's all around the same thing. Stop police brutality. They're profiling people in regards to how they look or how they dress. That's police brutality. But you, in Uganda, muli kubi hashtag byamwe. You forget police brutality is actually now a nationwide thing. It's not just nationwide, it's global. People are tired of the things that people in power are doing, and police is the #1 breach. Because when they came out to give you a police, they are like, to serve and to protect. So I'm asking, are we serving? Are we protecting? That is for my police people. The oath that you took when you joined as a cadet, you was to serve and protect. Is that what you're doing now? Muliku hashtag here EndSARS. I feel bad for my Nigerian brothers and sisters, and I'm going to keep tagging that. I'm going to keep hashtagging it. But you, Ugandans, who are following the hashtag of SARS, and yet you're the same people who keep complaining how police mistreats people. We don't just keep complaining, we actually see it. Mulina videos. Mubiraba. Ngamwe temunne kubirako ka hashtag. Ngate munne kubirako ka hashtag. Like, I'm just so disheartened. I'm disheartened by so many things. When we were coming here today, I actually asked, why do we need governments? Why? Why? You know, we had kingdoms back in the day. There was a clan for this Kasisida, a clan for the other Kasisida, and somehow we strived. Because the people in power are now just, they're taking this ish for granted, man. Owa police ajja kuyitako nga yali mu nsobi naye olw'okuba okimanya ayina emmundu obunire osirike. But that is not why. That is not why you're here, police. You are actually supposed to be the bridge between the people and the power. But instead, you're now the infringement of these normal, simple, basic human rights. That's sad. Those are the things the people are trying to say. And now you've pressed them up so hard, compressed them, it's going to implode. They're not asking for anything. They're not asking for your guns, they're not asking for your money, they just want to live as decent citizens. But mukifo ky'okubawuliriza, mukifo ky'okutuwuliriza, musalewo katubakube, yabbaligita emiggo, mujja kukkakkana. Does that seem like a working formula? Does it? Does it seem like a working formula? I just don't know why the leaders never come from up top and first to join us so that we can tell you our pain, so that we can tell you why we will take to the streets, so that we can tell you why we're angry. Just that. Just that. Tewali muntu atayagala muwuliriza. And now you have failed to listen to the people. So the people are like, you know what, we need a new champion. When they get themselves a champion who they feel is going to speak for them, Howli, how can you even get someone to speak for you? Man, Uganda muswaza. Tuswala. 58 years, what are they, 58 years of independence? They're 58 years, right? Of independence. And this is where we're at. This is where we're at, 58 years of independence, when someone stands up on national television and calls out the so-called big shots. They gag you. They block you. I mean, I'm speaking from experience. If there's anybody who should be angry with the people that be, it should be me. If I have that frustration, what of the others who don't even have a place to air it? Oba mwachibikkako ne mugenda kitokota. And me, I say these things without fear or favor. When I was taken off TV, you all saw the letter, but I think you didn't see the fine print. Among the decisions taken was to have me blocked and gagged off every TV or media mainstream if I do not apologize for asking why one particular family came into a country. What does that tell you? Ngomanya abantu bagenda ne bakweka. Nze mbyogera. Not a single TV station or radio can actually hire me. And they also don't even know why. I have gotten so many calling me, T, we want you to work. I'm like, Kare, Katulabe, Wario Kachi. Then you show up and then in the evening they call you and they're like, you still have issues with UCC. And I'm sitting there like, the fuck I do? Do I own the TV station? No. By the time it decided to air out my views, which I am paid to give, it means they were in line with their views. But no. Auntie Mama twayogera ku banene. Banyiga. It irked them. Now you see that frustration and anger. Gw'omunene gy'ofuna ng'omuntu akwogeddeko. Imagine omuntu wa wansi gy'alina. Do you know how much frustration these people are having? Like, this shit is just so, it's wild. It's wild. This is 2020. I know 2020 is wild, but this is just dumb. It's just dumb. And more than ever now, I understand what it means when someone says, the people are the power, and the power is in the people. We have the power. We do. We have the power to stop police brutality. We have the power to say, no, look here. We have resources, which means you can employ us. We have the power to say we don't want investors from abroad. We can be the investors. We have the power. Now I know, abanene, muchintu chino, boba gamba be, balina amaanyi, no. But they also know it. Omuntu kastazukuka kumachane yechawa. Hey! Ebolete mundu lukumi. Aba yechai. I was watching a video of one of the boys that bundled up on that truck. Mwana nabagamba mufachi. Munkube sasi mfemvewo. Kubache mugenda okuntwala mugenda kuntulugonya. Nkube sasi mfe na chonchi manye nafa. This boy was not even above 20. But he's wishing death. What happened to my motherland, man? Are we even still that part of Africa? Why is it such a mess? Why is everybody so hungry for power? With power comes great responsibilities. You want the power, but you don't want to take the responsibilities? Chichi, are we too new school for the old school people in power? Like, you know, when you're a child and you think you know what you want, and then your parents are like, no, you want that, but this is what you need. Is that it? I didn't even plan on coming here to give a political stand. But at this point in life, looking at my country and how much love I have for it, we got no option but to go political. And of course, my other sponsor on this show is none other than Thea's Kids Collection, found at Centenary Park. That's of course right next to Lady Charlotte, shop #1 for all your kids' needs. If you want clothes, and not just any clothes, they have good designer brands. They have Marks and Spencer, they have H&M. Hey, ngomwana ngomu yiwa mukoko sente sika COVID mubambazi. Tukoyo kulaba abana bamwe batambula bayina obupale bubatemi. So the government is going to build a road in Congo. Yeah. One Kampala Kawempe. One manga one. Just even in Jinja. Temulina Makubo. Nemo to the resources is a Mugenda Yamba Congo. Now here's where it gets interesting. I need for you to keep up with me. So there is another hashtag on Twitter. Hashtag Congo is bleeding. I've seen those videos. I have seen the images, and my heart broke. My heart breaks in ways. What is wrong with humanity? So I decided to do a little bit of research. What's going on in the Congo? And then of course they're putting it on the militia groups, you know, the ADF and all of that. I'm like, hey man, Congo has nested. Congo has nested, you people. And those are our brothers and sisters. I will get into the media play of that. Let's first deal with us building a road in Congo, right? and what's happening in the Congo. So when I did research, turns out the reason why this hashtag is not even going very far. Apparently, if you get down into the books of it, the Western world, that's America, France, Britain, the big shots, actually on the low are funding countries like mine, countries like Rwanda, to help them. On the surface, it looks like we're helping. Negwe webuze, Uganda etalina makubo, eva kuchi, ogamba katuzimbe kubo, e Congo. If you follow the money, wherever the money that is coming from, wherever it's coming from, to build that road, zemulino goberera. I was disgusted is an understatement. Before anything, can we just be human? Before anything, before the power, before the money, before the glory, can we just be human? Now, of course, I'm still doing my research on the Congo situation. And if you're out there, get your phone, type in that hashtag. Congo is bleeding. Those are our brothers and sisters. It's not because they come from the African continent. No, it's because they're human. All lives matter, irrespective. But right now, I think it's safe to say Congolese life matter a little bit more right now. Because what's interesting, the bloodshed that is in Congo is not actually coming to the surface. I have not seen all these big media houses, Aki, CNN, Aki, BBC, Aki, you know all those guys. It's stifled. Ask yourself why. When the Americans were battling police brutality during the whole George Floyd situation, till today they are. And we stood with them, always stood with them in numbers. We so stood with them. Twitter was afloat with hashtag George Floyd. But ask yourself, why isn't the hashtag about Congo in bloodshed going places? Why? Every media house, BBC, Al Jazeera, CNN, all of them covered these protests and they were global. We had protests in Japan, France, Nigeria, even here in Uganda, but there were protests everywhere. So that means the story went viral. Ask yourself, why isn't the bloodshed in Congo going viral? Can I say it? Wake up, my people. Wake up. This issue is always deeper than rap. Deeper than rap. For some reason, I thought with whatever is happening in the Congo, it would be at the forefront. You know, I thought that the big media houses would actually participate, partake, awareness. They kept quiet. They kept quiet. The Western world has made us believe this is the worst place you can be. They spinned a beautiful narrative. It is the dark continent. It is a shithole. That people are not well educated, you know. But if you honestly looked into it, how can we be a shithole if you're getting everything from us? How? So all the trauma you're facing as an African in your continent, in your country, I need for you to understand, oh, it's deliberate. It's deliberate. What does Nigeria have? Oil. What does Congo have? Everything. What does the Sudan have? Oil. Who is sending in troops? Uganda, Rwanda. What does Uganda have? We don't even need to use minerals for Uganda. We are a fruit basket. We can literally feed a continent. We have so much power, so much potential, but they spinned a beautiful narrative to make us feel less. That is why we keep running from our countries and thinking, oh, when I go to the white man's world, oh, it's going to be fine. No, it's going to be fine just for you. The continent is going to stay the same. So this is where I say, to each and every young black man and woman, to each and every grown adult black man and woman, we need to change the narrative. We need to. We need to change this narrative. We need to. Because if we don't, say, they'll just keep being hashtags. Hashtag Congo is bleeding. Hashtag end SARS. We're going to stay a hashtag. Wake up, my people. Wake up. Read up. Know your roots. Know what makes you tick. Know why they need you. Because when you know your worth as a people, when you know your worth, you can never negotiate on someone's worth. It's their worth. Wake up. Wake up, people. Smell the coffee. And not forgetting our digital sponsor, none other than Saudi Gadgets now for anything gadget related. I'm talking about phones, iPads, chargers, headsets, genuine stuff. Check out www.saudigadgets/shop for everything. You know what I'm saying? For everything. Just hit them up. www.saudigadgets/shop for all your gadgets. And of course, in case you want to know the deal of the day, they always have a new deal every day. Last week it was the 1.5 Huawei Crush Blue phone, and this week he just told me let them come to the website. It's like they have a sale or something. Apparently there were rumors that Anita Fabiola is pregnant, and when I heard them I was like, yeah, Postina doesn't fuck you up after all. She said, no, I ain't pregnant. I'm like, sis, why wouldn't you be pregnant? What else does Anita Fabiola have to put on the table now? What? Abisigadde kati just kufumbirwa kuwasa kulabirira bow. What? Let's be honest, you only say I'm being a hater. But seriously, what is Anita Fabiola waiting for? To have kids? Does she have a job? Because I mean, if she was a career woman, it would be like it's her body, her choice, and she has goals, which I agree about, by the way. But this, like I said, my random thoughts. She doesn't have a career. She's a career what? Career model? Career influencer? Career blogger? What is her career? Huh? Tamujimanyi? Kale, nange ndi babuza. So where was it? You don't have a job that you're going to run to. You don't have a career that you're trying so hard. Nga lwaki tozaalira musajja? Olinza obwana bwe Kampala bumubbe. Ate bona obwana bwe Kampala buzunga bubba. Oh, obwana bwe Kampala n'abasajja abalungi. And you keep showing us that it takes you on flights, on these things, dinners. Bajja mubba gwebera. Just have kids. Do like a Helen Lukoma. Me right now, Helen Lukoma is my person. Pull like a Helen. Settle the fuck down. Have you some beautiful ass babies. Love on that man. Mwana, gweta wako wazirwanako. Ababana nga balwanye entale Kampala. Beba wazirwanako. Don't you get tired of just being, you know, I'm his girlfriend? Define that shit to get a mass. You know? But anyway, we're happy that she's with the same man still. We didn't know how long that was going to last. It's lasting. Nice. Abi the Darkness took time out to address me. Abi the Darkness slid into my DMs on Snapchat. And he goes like, first of all, before he even slid into my DMs, he posted up photos of me on his Snap and he was trying to pull a jab at me. So I slid into his DM and I'm like, Negro, boss, do you really want me for an enemy? I'm talking to you, Don Solomon. This is my platform, I can ask. Do you really want me for an enemy, Don? Abi, I know too many Nigerians, and there's one funny thing someone used to tell me. A Nigerian will only fear a fellow Nigerian. Now, how much do you think we can dig up on you, Don Solomon? Like if I decided, let's dig. you would have zero credibility to even take a photo and post it. Calm down. Go me slowly. Ngenda mpola. Come down. So he was in my DMs and he's like, you're just fake, you're fat. First of all, hello? You're fat. Not me. No, son, you're not fat. You are all of it. Because if I say obese, that's just insensitive, right? So there is fat and then there is all. You are all of it. Calling me Solomon. We have given you too much relevance in this here country. Abi, you think COVID will not go? We will send you packing. There have been people like you before. But if there's one thing Nigerians know in my country, you don't mess around. Because when we get angry, we get real angry. He called me fat. I was laughing, man. It was funny. It was hilarious. And then he goes like, oh, don't put my girlfriend's name in your mouth. Solomon. Like I said, do you want me for an enemy? Do you, Solomon? Because I mean, if I decide to make you someone who just pisses me off just the way I hate Sheila Gashomba naturally, if I put you on that watch list, Solomon, someone I'm moving. Don't put your... What? Who is your girlfriend, first of all? Do I look like I give two shits about your happiness and relationship? I'm just giving my random thoughts. But it seems my thoughts are irking you. They irked you so much, you spent a whole day making me famous on Snapchat. Ooh, I got like about what? 500 people? What was the point? I'm gonna tell that fat ass to just calm down, you know? Hit the gym or something, you know? Eat a cucumber, you know? This Agusi has confused you too much. Huh? Sol. Hey yo, go sin again. You guys, Miles Ramiti is seriously running for office. Miles Ramiti is serious. Abantu bahoima kambazore white. Because he's a munyoro like me. Abantu bahoima. Please, mungambire. Mugia kumuha akaru. Miles Ramiti. If bad reputation was a person, if Njakubi Babiona was a person, if untrustworthy was a person, but then again, these are my random thoughts. Miles Ramiti is ready. Mufachi Uganda. Mufachi. Miles Sigwabagoba New Vision. I used to work at New Vision. Remember I told you, our leaders are a reflection of who we are as a people. So you put Miles Ramiti in parliament and you expect him to do shit for you. Wow. Abanyoro my Banyoro people. We have the blood of Kabalega in us. You know? If there is any nation, if there is any tribe that has been stifled into sheer, how many Banyoro do you meet in a week? That's why I'm basang. After Kabalega, there is not a single Munyoro who will be like, ha, ha, ha. And then in 2020, when we are trying to fight for our right as Banyoro, to also, you know, expand and be as, you know, and flourish, you're going to bring us Miles Ramiti. Where did we go wrong? Do you think we need to appease a god? Burnt offering. What do we need to do? Miles Ramiti. Aye, Jesus. You people have taken Ugandans for granted. Zeno nalindo za saga. Nugenzo okulaba. Postanga zifulumya. Bandi onenda baka video bambi police was treating him funny. But ebyo nanga bichali yawo. Seriously. Now Miles has a bad reputation. Oli nnyonyo okuva Uganda. N'otuuka Dubai nga bamwogerako bamulojja. N'otuuka America nga bamulojja. Gwe mwagala okuteeka mu ntebe. Mwe mukyabonaabona. And to send shout outs to the Minister of Education and Sports. And she happens to also be the First Lady. And thank you for opening these schools. I'm still not happy about it, but I dropped off my son. How many of you noticed that none of our kids had government masks? Which is a prerequisite. My minister, that minister, has promised us so much. As in, if breaking promises was a person, it would be her. They promised us masks, me. Promised the girl child pads, me. Promise, Bana, what haven't you promised? But aluta continue. Tuli bolo tuli bifuno sanga bijira kumfudu. Abana twabazizayo. It was not even 2 days. 2 days of them being at school. Then they reported there's a certain school up country that already has 8 teachers with COVID. I'm like, whoa. I just paid tuition. I did the same thing in Feb. My kid was at school for only a month. I had paid full tuition. Abi did not come back. Now I have again just paid tuition. And 8 teachers are positive. Oh wow. Uganda's scientists that my president keeps talking about. Oh wow. This country is such a joke, man. This mouth of mine, I always knew this mouth will get me in trouble. But I'm just doing my civic duty. I'm doing what the people around you are supposed to do, but are deliberately refusing to. I'm giving you more power than with knowledge. If you have knowledge, there is not a single power that can touch you. So I'm telling you, Africa, pick up on that knowledge. I think I'm going to have to bring my social media guy because I'm not that tech savvy, but I think it shows you that option of joining as a member for just 10K. You can join as a member, you get to see behind the scenes videos, you get to see bloopers, you get to see so much, you know. And the most interesting fact, because you guys were asking me to give you live, well, if you're a paid member, guess what? Every Friday starting next week, we'll be going live and only the members can see it. So what's your take? Imagine me live. Hey, Jesus. And let's keep at this. Let's grow together, you know. And I love the fact that you people come into the comment section and you also have, you know, things you want to talk about. I think I should take a minute out and just read some of your comments. I think that will be next week. I'll read through your comments and then we can get to discuss half of the things that you tell me about. It's a beautiful thing, you know, these random thoughts. And to Team Are We Sipping Water, baby, girl and boy, sip water. This episode was actually proudly brought to you by none other than Estella Country Hotel down in Nigeria. If you want a place away from home that is quiet, that is beautiful, these lush gardens, you can always come through. It's Estella Country Hotel in Nigeria. And of course, not forgetting our proud new sponsor, who I am so proud to say because she's my sister too. Hey, support your own. Apart from that, it's been my time for all of you who still want to advertise with us. Because I mean, views in you advertise here. Imagine the guys who advertised with the other big video of Nwaj. Hit me up. Go to any of my DMs. That's of course TinaFierce1 on Twitter. You can go to TinaFierce1 on Instagram and TinaFierce1 on Facebook. You can just hit me up in a DM. I'm still only majorly supporting small businesses because I feel they're the ones that need to be heard. And in these COVID times, but my priority is the small, struggling, starting businesses. Fenna katulie mwana 2020 etumenye. Fenna tulie. Ata I don't mean da kulio kwa katolu bwa. No, I'm meaning let's support our brothers and sisters. For now though, I'll catch you on the flip side. That's of course within the week. And don't forget, drink water, sip it, drink it, gargle, whatever it is, but just stay hydrated. I'm out.